Haunted House. This original haunted house story was recorded by the ancient Roman Pliny the Younger. One day, long ago, the philosopher Athenodorus arrived in Athens looking for a place to live. He came across a large house that seemed to have been deserted for some time. Making inquiries, he discovered that the house was haunted. No one, not even the agent, held back the horrific details. People have died of fright there, they said. They say you hear the rattling of chains. Then a horrible vision appears of a filthy old man in rags, weighed down by chains. Despite the warnings, the philosopher decided to buy the building. On the very first night in the haunted house, Athenodorus gave the servants the night off. Then he sat down at a table with stylus and paper and, in the glow of a lantern, began to write. At first, all was quiet. Then a faint noise of the scrape and clank of chains was heard. Athenodorus kept his head down and continued to write. The sounds grew louder and louder until they seemed to be coming from the very room he was in. Athenodorus put down his stylus and looked up. There in front of him was a ghastly vision. The shadow of an old man with wisps of hair and sunken eyes stared back at him. His filthy rags were bound with broken chains. The shadow beckoned Athenodorus, and, as the philosopher got up, the ghost shambled off toward an open area in the house. As Athenodorus approached the shadow, it disappeared. The next morning, Athenodorus had his servants dig up the ground where the shadow had disappeared. There they discovered the decayed remains of a tortured man in chains. The remains were given a proper burial, and the shadow was never seen again.